Hey guys, what's going on? If you guys hear a little bit of how do I say this? If you guys try to hear the tone of my voice, I am actually kind of starting to suffer a little bit of a cold. Or it's also allergies, so yeah. But I am okay though. It's just not feeling the greatest. But I decided to, pop in for you guys and talk. Because we got nothing to do tonight. So I know I'm doing it a little bit later than I usually would, but I don't know. Justin's here. What's up? Ethan's here. If you feel it, chase it. Yes, sir. And Cinema Geek is here. What's going on? So, yeah. Thanks, Ethan. I have not heard of that, Cinema Geek. So, it's just the toy gun. I think for you guys are getting confused. Yeah, so Stuffy knows. Sorry. Mine is not fake, but no, it was I actually took off. It did, actually. It did. I think it was actually a little bit better than the original. I did see it last night, and I thought it was great. So, All right, sorry. Yeah. Mike, my boy, what's up? How's it going, brother? Ugh. Ugh. So. I was coughing. Hey, Joel. How's it going? So. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me today. Thanks, Joel. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me, guys. I really don't. Excuse me. Hey, Jared, what's up? Uh, sorry. Yeah, guys. Summertime allergies will do this to you. Hey, Michael.
Oh,
Hey, man, how's it going?
good. Enjoying my Friday.
What?
Enjoying my Friday.
Yeah.
How you been?
I wish I was doing better today.
Mm.
Feeling a little under the weather, but
I hope you get better.
thanks, man.
Yeah, I was just stood at home today. I was off from work.
Well, same here, but it also didn't help that I woke up with a huge headache this morning.
Ugh, that's the worst.
That happened, and then all of a sudden my allergies are just messing with me for no reason.
Yeah, it's crazy. Allergy season. I just
Yeah,
decided to come up here. SmackDown, watching SmackDown, and the show's not great tonight. So
yeah,
why come up here and join in?
makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah. So I did see Twisters yesterday,
same here.
and I thought it was good.
I loved it. It's in my top 10 of the year so far.
I thought it was a bit better than Twister, in my opinion.
Same here.
Yeah, I thought the effects looked good, especially on the tornadoes. Um, I thought the characters were really entertaining.
Much better
I
utilized. I'll give you that. Like they're much better utilized in this movie.
I liked Daisy Edgar Jones and Anthony Ramos together.
I mean, you can't overlook Glenn Powell. Like,
Yeah, Glenn Powell was good. I was surprised that they didn't make him into like a villain because like when we first meet him, you got a sense like he could be the villain of the film. But as the film progressed, I'm like, all right, this guy is kind of a good guy.
like I knew he had good intentions. Like through the movie, like I knew he had good intentions, but the way the film presented him, he was kind of a dickbag. So,
Yeah, a little bit.
but as the film progresses, like again, character growth.
Hmm.
like once he met Daisy Edgar Jones, he started to evolve as a person.
Exactly.
So,
and I thought like the sound of the tornadoes in the theater was really good as well.
They popped with the speakers. They really did.
Mm-hmm. And the film didn't even feel that long. So
I actually started to feel it a little bit at times with the runtime. I actually did start to feel it a little bit.
But overall, I thought it was a good movie. And yes, for anybody saying about the fire tornado, yes, it's only in the film for a second.
It's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. I like the way how it was done, though.
It actually does look like it's pretty realistic. Like,
and you don't get the like the overhype like craziness like the first film where like, oh, we got this, we got debris. You do got
the only
that.
time we get that is when Brandon Perea's character says, "We got twins."
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's
the only time we get that in the movie. It was like the overhyped nature of basically the characters.
Yeah, that's the only time.
Even though Glenn Powell's crew is actually very rowdy, like because they freaking use fireworks to destroy a tornado.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
I thought that was kind of funny.
Like I couldn't even see it on Anthony Ramos's face. Like I was like, he's jealous. Like,
yeah. But I was waiting for Glenn Powell and Daisy Edgar Jones to like kiss at the end, but it didn't end up happening.
I was thinking that was going to happen, but no. I was
as a joke, I was thinking to myself yesterday. I'm like, how many times, like during the film, like throughout the film, you gotta see Daisy Edgar Jones licking her lips throughout the whole film. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this. Yeah. I was like, make like a drinking game or a compilation of how many times you see her lick her lips throughout the entire film.
Yep. Like, I just even did that. Like,
yeah.
Damn.
Make it a drinking game.
Make that a drinking game with your friends, I tell you.
Yeah. But overall, really enjoyed the film.
I thought it was great. I'm gonna try to see it again. Here pretty soon. I'm gonna try to see it again.
I think it's my favorite film of the summer so far. I think Deadpool and Wolverine's gonna top that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I get that. I saw the TV glow, even though, yeah, I'll give it to I saw the TV glow.
That's a film I'm still waiting to check out. They haven't even released a 4K or 4K date for it.
It's a weird one. Let me just say that it's a weird one.
No, I heard
so
it's really
prep yourself though, buddy.
Yeah, I heard it's really good though.
It's great.
I did
Brandon
see
is in the building. What's up, dude? How's it going?
What's up? I did see the trailer for Wolves with
Wolves
George
looks
Clooney
pretty good.
and
Yeah, I will give you that. Wolves looks pretty good.
Looks pretty cool.
Like what did I get? Let me look. Oh yeah, Speak No Evil, which I know Gavin has been very adamant about it. Like he was just like,
"Oh, what's up, Cinema Geek?" Didn't see a comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
but
get.
Gavin got so pissy about that trailer, seeing it so many times. I only saw it one time beforehand, and that was in front of Abigail. That was like the only other time I saw the trailer for Speak No Evil, and I still think it looks good. Honestly, I still think it looks good. Then Wicked. I'm very excited for that. I love the musical on
Yeah,
stage.
I got the trailer for Wicked, and I'm looking forward to it.
It looks great. Honestly,
It
it
really
looks
does.
really good.
I wish I'd
And
seen the Broadway show though.
and I think call me crazy all you want for some of you that are not fans of hers, but I think Ariana Grande was good casting for to play
To play Glinda.
the wizard, I guess. Like,
No, she's playing Glinda.
Glinda, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was good casting, honestly. Like,
Yeah, I think she's gonna put on a good performance.
but we got Cynthia Erivo playing the Wicked Witch, and I mean, I think she had experience. I think even doing that on stage at some point in her career.
She could be She could be a surprise.
But Jeff Goldblum as Oz, great.
That's good casting right there.
And then Michelle Yeoh as the teacher, also great casting.
Mm-hmm.
Film's got a lot of great casting choices.
And the music's gonna be amazing.
I mean, of course. I mean, it's the freaking musical, dude. It's the songs that were pulled out of the musical.
Exactly.
And I love seeing the musical on stage because I saw it when I was in New York back in December of last year, and it was great.
I still have yet to see it.
Go see it on stage before you see the movie. Like, see if you can find like any showings for it, like on stage, before you see the movie.
But yeah, I think it looks good.
And then Alien Romulus. Who's not looking forward to Alien Romulus? Come on.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, dude.
I still gotta watch Covenant before I see that.
That's the only one you have yet to watch?
Yeah.
But wait, what about Aliens vs. Predator Requiem?
I didn't see those. I mean, do I care to see?
You can. I would say watch the first one. The first one's fun. But the second one, though, you cannot see a damn thing in that movie.
It's a pretty dark film, probably.
Not tone-wise, by the way. Just buy some lights. Like, look, it's bright in here.
But I've seen all the other alien films.
And you're probably wondering, why do I own it? Well, because I'm a completionist. So, actually,
that's what he really thinks of the film.
Pretty this.
There you go.
Elbow drop that bitch.
That's what I want to do to Madam Web.
Well, but at least Adam Webb's actually funny bad. This film is just... You cannot see a freaking thing in this movie!
Even the Blu-ray is supposed to be much brighter, you know?
There's better lighting in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Like even though the lighting in the theater for that film was terrible, even though the lighting for that film in the theater was terrible, they fixed it on the Blu-ray.
Well, there you go. At least that's the ones that put it out at least cared to brighten it up.
But what? But you cannot even on Blu-ray, you cannot see a damn thing in this movie. So you know what?
Blame Fox for that.
Ready? I dropped it.
You could blame Fox for that.
I know.
But you know what? That film's never going to get a re-release because, of course, Disney.
Probably for good reason, though.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I like this cover, though, I think this cover's cool.
Yeah, it's a badass cover. I like it.
But unfortunately, the movie sucks. But this one, though, the first AVP, this is actually a pretty fun movie. It's better than I think you will give it credit for. And plus, after you watch this and then watch Aliens vs. Predator Requiem, you will appreciate this movie for actually what it was trying to do. so gotta be careful so I don't sneeze.
Yeah.
Feel coming. Seriously, dude, whenever you have allergies, they love to fake you out when you sneeze.
Yeah. You gotta take those Claritins or Motrin or whatever.
Well,
They kind of help.
there's one day I just forgot to do it, and then look at me.
Yeah, like I said on the chat, I'm like, oh, I hope and pray you guys make it out of Alien Resurrection.
Yeah, we're gonna need it because it's worse than Alien 3.
Yeah, I like Alien 3 over Alien Resurrection.
I don't like Alien 3 at all, but it's better than Resurrection.
Yeah. But yeah, it sucks that you can't be a part of the my stream of the
I wanted to, but then I forgot I have that coming up.
I'm like that. I'm like doing that live stream with me will probably be better than watching Alien Resurrection.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see what else I got coming up. So yeah, because I got Napoleon Dynamite tomorrow.
Gosh.
Gross. Ugh, freaking idiot.
It's been years.
I love that movie. And then it's been years?
It's been years since I watched it.
Do you have it?
Yes, I do.
You're more than welcome. Because you know what? Before your stream on Sunday, you need a good laugh.
Yeah.
And let's see, July 30th, we got Alien versus Predator. That'll wrap it up for July.
I was thinking about this today. How about like at some point, probably like in August, we'll do a watch along of Purple Rain because it's the 40th anniversary of the film this year.
I do need to buy it though. But also before August, good sir, you need to pop in Monkey Man.
I will.
Because we're gonna do that in August.
I will be putting that in.
You need to pop that sucker in there, good sir, because I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to tell you. Watch it.
And the Beekeeper as well.
Movie.
And the Beekeeper as well.
Well, mainly Monkey Man, but
yeah.
But yeah, Beekeeper also.
Yeah, I will pop it in. I got movies on my my DVR to check out as well.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna watch after this. I think I'll either pop in either Fight Club, Signs, or The Beekeeper. I know, three completely different movies. I know, three completely different movies.
I would choose Beekeeper. I never seen Fight Club or Signs.
How dare you? Then why are you on here even talking about movies? Have you never seen Fight Club?
You know I'm picky with movies.
I know you're picky, but you need to watch Fight Club. Dude, I'm telling you, if Mike was here right now, bro, he'd be pissed at you.
Yeah, you might be watching this.
So mad at you.
He might be watching this, and he'll pop up here and be like, "What is wrong with you, Mike?"
I know. Here, I'm actually gonna change the.
Oh yeah, Storm Chaser still.
I forgot I still had that, but.
Yeah, Luke is a Storm Chaser.
No, I'm the physical media enthusiast. Speaking of which, I got some stuff.
Nice.
So I'll go my only eBay purchase first, and then 3 out of the 4 stuff I got for Prime Day. I got one more coming in on Monday, and I think I'll show that off on Monday's Hangout stream. if I do one. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm probably doing something then. We'll see. One of my childhood favorites, and I cannot believe I did not own this on Blu-ray yet. The Sandlot.
Classic.
You play ball like a girl.
You're killing me, Smalls.
This is baseball. You got to stop thinking. Just have fun.
And I love the whole 4th of July scene in that film.
They eat tobacco, and then they just start puking all over, like on the Ferris wheel.
And you can't forget James Earl Jones in the film.
Yes. I also love the dog chase scene with Benny.
And that's pretty much the whole film. You know, like they're trying to get the ball back from James Earl Jones's character, but the dog ends up, chasing after them, keeping them out.
Yeah, I know.
It's a classic.
It is. And then I bought this for $20, and I'm so glad it came with the slip box. The Nightmare on Elm Street collection, all 7 movies.
Never seen any of them except for Freddy vs. Jason.
Freddy vs. Jason is on the Friday the 13th Scream Factory box set that I have. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Freddy's Dead and Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Obviously, I love the original. Love 3. Love 4. I like 2.
Which I heard is the
I do really like Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Dream Child, not a huge fan of that. And Freddy's Dead. Woof. Freddy's Dead is bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I do also want to see a Scream Factory set for this sometime soon.
Hopefully they do it.
But seriously,
they got the rights.
Thank you, Scream Factory, for this set. Thank you for this. You graced us with this.
Well, they worked with Paramount.
I know, but Warner Brothers has the rights to Nightmare on Elm Street.
New one.
So hopefully Scream Factory can obtain the rights to this franchise, and we can actually finally get a better set. Because this is kind of a shit box, but, it's really the only way you can really own all the movies on Blu-ray.
Or at least the picture quality on them are probably very good on the films, the transfers.
I hope so.
I'm still waiting for Warner Bros. To license out the original Ninja Turtles film and give that a special edition.
Give us a 4K for that? I wouldn't mind that. Is that music playing in the background?
That's my TV.
I was about to say, dude, because that thing is loud.
Oh, turn it down. Yeah, for some reason, like my files box, whenever I put the volume up, it's always low, and then I put it up, and then I don't realize that it's all the way loud.
Yeah.
So,
but also the first Nightmare on Elm Street was actually one of the first horror films I ever watched, if not the first, along with which one was it? The original Friday the 13th. Those 2 films were responsible for getting me into horror films. So that's kind of why I hold the original Friday the 13th to a higher standard than some people do, because of the fact that I grew up with it, and it was one of the first films that ever got me into horror films. Same thing with the original Child's Play. But mainly, it was the original Nightmare on Elm Street and the original Friday the 13th.
I seen a few clips of the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
The original Nightmare on Elm Street's a classic.
But never seen it in full.
It's damn creepy, though. I mean, there's literally a scene when one of the characters gets killed. I'm not going to say who. And then blood just starts whooshing out of the bed.
That's the one scene that I see. That's Johnny Depp. Johnny
Depp scene. And then blood just whooshes out of his bed. That scene scared me to death, dude. I'm not even joking you. That scared me.
That was a pretty cool scene.
graphic as hell though. Like, but yeah, I love the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise.
What's up, you with
the
Drew?
I'll be with Drew, the MVP. What's up, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Then next up, I think this one was $12. I think this and the next one are both 4K, so they're about $12.
Nice.
Here's Schindler's List. One of the greatest.
I never seen.
How do you consider yourself a cinema buff?
I know it's Steven Spielberg, but the runtime, puts it off. It's 3 hours.
Yeah, but this is, even though this is definitely not one of those films for like entertainment purposes, this is a film you at least must watch once.
It's a depressing film, though.
It's depressing, yes, and it's touches on really dark subject matter. I mean, it's taking place during the Holocaust. But this is a movie that you have to watch once. Like, I'm not lying. You have to at least watch this movie one time. And it is fan-freaking-tastic. I think I watched that for the first time during the pandemic, and it was a hard one to sit through, but it was such a great film.
I think that's why I don't want to sit through it.
But I'm just saying, like, I know you don't want to sit through it, but dude, I'm just saying, watch it at least once. Like, that's one of those films you have to watch before you die. Like,
oh, of course.
It's
on that list.
Like, if I have to make a list of films you have to watch before you die, this is one of them I have to put on that list. It's Schindler's List. Great film, but again, not a very rewatchable film. And then, glad I got this bad boy right here. Blade Runner, the final cut.
Classic. Love Blade Runner.
Because I also do have Blade Runner 2049.
Which I have yet to see. But I heard it's very good.
I used to love this movie, and then I rewatched it at one point, and I was like, this movie's very slow and boring, kind of.
The original's better.
The original's much better, for sure, but I don't know. I think I'm going to do a double feature, watching the final cut of this film, and then rewatching 2049.
Final cut is pretty good of Blade Runner. I have the Digibook on Blu-ray that has all the cuts of the film. And it's out of print.
This one is just the final cut.
Yeah, mine has the original cut. I think it has the final cut as well, and it has the work print cut, which I don't think it has been released with the final cut.
Isn't that the one with the narration with Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
I heard that was atrocious.
And it has a unicorn scene as well.
With the narration, I heard the narration with Harrison Ford in that film was actually atrocious. So I definitely want to check out. I've seen the theatrical cut of Blade Runner, and it's an incredible film.
It is.
But I have yet to see the final cut of Blade Runner.
Usually the final cut is what they play, like on the movie channels or on TV.
I think it was on Netflix when I first watched it, and it was the theatrical cut of Blade Runner.
I actually got to see that in the theater, my Alamo Drafthouse, and it looked amazing on the big screen. Like the whole city.
It's the final cut, right? For this?
Yeah, it was the final cut.
And I honestly didn't even know what to expect watching Blade Runner, and then when I watched it, like, I kind of was expecting what everybody thought the film was going to be back in the day. But then after I watched it, I was dude, that movie just blew me away. Like,
yeah,
it was not at all what I was expecting, but
it's my favorite Ridley Scott film next to Alien.
I don't know if this is my favorite, honestly. It's phenomenal. Like, this is a phenomenal movie.
It really is.
But
Harrison Ford was perfect casting.
Yeah, but I hadn't seen this film in a couple of years, though.
And it's got a great score by Vangelis. Oh no, Vangelis.
Vangelis.
Vangelis. I'm bad at pronouncing names.
You need grammar school now, buddy.
That was
But I think it
special.
was Hans Zimmer who did the score for 2049. Yep, it was Hans Zimmer. And then Roger Deakins did the cinematography for 2049.
Nice.
You gotta love Roger Deakins, dude. Who did this one? Jordan Cronenweth. Jordan Cronenweth did the cinematography for Blade Runner, and it looks amazing.
It looked amazing.
Let me see who did the cinematography for Schindler's List. Janusz Kaminski did the cinematography for this, and it again looks amazing.
I like that it was shot in black and white.
Yes, it is a black and white movie.
Because I think some movies nowadays, like I know, like Oppenheimer was shot in black and white. Like some
segments
movies,
of it. Segments of it.
Even though I never seen the film, but I've seen like photos of it. But I think some films need to like shoot in black and white, like for the tone of the film.
You did not see Oppenheimer?
No, it's on my list.
Again, begs the question. Begs the question I've already asked like 3 times on this stream. What are you doing reviewing movies?
Because I choose which movie I want to watch and
review. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's okay.
And Oppenheimer is a long movie, though.
But again, it's worth one watch at least. I watched it twice. Like it's phenomenal. I was gonna because I just rewatched Challengers today, which is a fantastic movie. I still think the film is too long though, because I really feel the pacing when I watch this again. I really felt the pacing, but it's still great. Like, so you did the cinematography for this. I am not going to say that because I'm going to come off as racist. I'm just saying, but the movie looks great, and it's really well directed from Luca Guadagnino. So yeah, this is one of my recommendations I would give as Challengers. I did like the ending a little bit more the second time. Like I was like, even though yes, it does kind of abruptly end, I think it was better utilized the second time. But this is one of the most this is one of the most beautiful looking films I've ever seen. Civil War. Dude, this is one of the most I love this movie. Who did this one for cinematography? Rob Hardy did the cinematography for this, and it looks beautiful. Have you seen anything else that Alex Garland did?
No.
So, it's Ex Machina, Annihilation,
and
then Civil War.
I seen Ex Machina.
Ex Machina is phenomenal. I think this actually might be my favorite film of his, is Civil War. But I'm just going to say, though, Michael, not an easy film to watch.
All right.
It's filled with amazing performances and amazing cinematography and an amazing score, but it's very bleak. So, for a lot of people, this might be one of those watch once type movies, but I have to watch this film again just for the gorgeous cinematography. And I guarantee you, on 4K, it looked amazing. But speaking on 4K movies, even though I watched it streaming, it still counts. But for 4K, I watched this again. DXK. And for 4K on stream, it looks amazing.
It does.
This movie looks amazing on 4K.
Yeah, I let my dad watch the film, and he really liked it as well.
I didn't relog it on Letterboxd yet, but I still do think it went down for me a little bit on a rewatch because I think it was about like a week ago. I lowered it down to 4 stars on my my ratings.
To me, it's a 4-star movie.
I think I'm going to lean more towards 4 stars with this one because I still think it's a ton of fun. But I think I felt the pacing a little bit more with this one on a rewatch, and
The pacing didn't bother me though.
Because I thought it was definitely faster paced the first time I watched it in the theater. I think it was more faster paced, but the second time I saw it, I was like, okay, this is going a little bit slower than I would like it to. And of course the human character. Actually, not really. I wouldn't really say the human characters, honestly. It's mostly the pacing, and I thought the ending was a little eh. I didn't really like the ending the second go around. But oh wait, no, it's not the ending. Some CGI, like it's some CGI effects actually do look pretty bad in this movie. Like, to be fair, like some the effects of the water I thought looked terrible. Like, I thought the water effects looked terrible.
I didn't mind the look of it.
The reason why I left out the human characters as part of the issue because Dan Stevens is in it, and I'm a huge fan of his. I mean, I also even love the Brian Tyree Henry in this one.
I do too.
And even after this rewatch, I do slightly prefer Godzilla versus Kong. In all honesty, I do prefer Godzilla versus Kong.
I like both of them, but no, I had fun with Godzilla Kong.
So here's the movies for me. 2014 Godzilla, very good.
Good movie. Saw that in the theater.
Very, very, very good. Yeah, I mean, I loved. I don't care what you guys say. I like Darren Taylor Johnson in this movie.
I did too. I like Elizabeth Olsen as well. That was good.
I did not like that one at all. Minus the great fight sequences with the monsters and some gorgeous cinematography, the human characters ruined the entire movie for me because they're so stupid and they are terribly written. They are They are some of the worst written human characters I've ever seen.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind the film.
But with these two, I think they're the best utilized, in my opinion. Godzilla vs. Kong, I love. This is actually my favorite MonsterVerse film. And GXK: The New Empire, I think, is still a lot of fun. Yeah. Didn't love it as much as I wanted to the second time around, but still a ton of fun. Like, it's stupid, it's cheesy, yes, but that's what you go to these. That's what you go to this kind of movie for, is the cheesy fun with Godzilla and Kong.
Like if I were to rank them, Godzilla 2014 would be like a 4.5 star film for me. Godzilla King of the Monsters is a 4-star film for me. Godzilla vs. Kong, I say, is like a 4.5. Godzilla Kong New Empire 4.
Here's how it goes for me. Godzilla 2014 4 stars, easy. Godzilla King of the Monsters, I'd actually give 2 stars. I can't. In regards to the MonsterVerse, I also cannot leave out Kong Skull Island.
That's a good movie.
One I would give 4 stars to. I really enjoyed that
one.
I give it that 4 stars. Godzilla vs. Kong, I give 4.5, and GXK 4 for me. Again, just personal level for me. I love the MonsterVerse minus King of the Monsters. That's the only one of the MonsterVerse films I do not like.
I think about I think it was last year. I saw the original Godzilla in theaters at my local Alamo, and I say I really liked it. I think that's a 5-star film for me.
The 1954 one, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Godzilla 98. That's a 1-star for me. Fuck that movie.
Horrible movie, but
Horrible
I think it has some fun moments to it. Like, there is some fun moments to it, but
There
it
was
is a
no
terrible film.
fun moments in that movie for me. None. Zero. The only thing that was good about that.
Let me go over actually my favorite franchise.
The only thing that was good about Godzilla '98 was the Wallflower song "Heroes" at the end of the film.
I get that, yeah, but I'm gonna go over my favorite franchise of all time: the Evil Dead movies.
I never seen any of them,
and you need to. So, Evil Dead is amazing, 5 stars. Evil Dead 2 is my personal favorite Evil Dead movie. This is an easy 5-star movie. Army of Darkness, 4.5 stars. Fantastic. It's so much fun. It's more reliant on the comedy aspect of Evil Dead, but it is still so much fun. Evil Dead Remake, 4.5 stars. Fantastic. And then my third favorite, Evil Dead Rise. Also 4.5 stars. It's a very consistent horror franchise. Like, honestly, it's that and Scream that I think are the most consistent. Mine is Scream 3. But I love the Evil Dead franchise. Let me look for another franchise.
I wouldn't count like the Scream films because I only seen 1, 2, and 3. I haven't seen the rest.
The best sequel is easily 6. Like,
if I were to rank the first 3 Scream films, the first would be a 5-star for me.
It's perfection, like literal perfection.
5-star for me. Scream 2, 4 stars. Scream 3 would be 2 stars. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I give that one. I think I give that one 2 stars as well. Here's how it go for me. The first one, 5 stars. Second one, 4.5. 3, 2 stars. 4, 3.5. I give that one a 3.5. Just the lighting is just terrible with that film. Like, it's not like dark lighting. It's really, really bright. Like, for some reason. 5 and 6 are 4.5 stars, but I think I give the slighter edge to 6. But 6, because 6 is my favorite sequel of the entire franchise.
We'll have to see
out of the ones I have. Let's go over these. Out of the ones I have, let's go over these. The Exorcist movies. But I think
I've never seen any of them.
The first one, absolute classic, one of the best horror films of all time.
I've been trying to avoid watching The Exorcist for a while.
You do need to watch this one, though. This is another one you gotta watch before you die. That is truly. I still think it's the scariest movie ever made, in my opinion. But yeah, I guess I can go over the franchise also. Exorcist II: The Heretic, horrible.
You think the first one is scary?
That's a 0-star movie. But The Exorcist is a 5-star movie, by the way. I cannot forget that. This is a 5-star.
You think that's the scariest movie over Alien?
I do think it is. But to be fair, though, fear is subjective, my good friend. Fear is subjective. And then Exorcist 3, I think is fantastic. I think I'll give this one 4.5 stars. It's not as good as the original, but it's really good. Like, Exorcist the beginning, I think I'd give that one 2.5 stars. It's fine. Like, nothing that special. Dominion, the prequel to The Exorcist, have not seen. But this, The Exorcist, fucker lever. This is one of the worst films I've ever seen in my entire life. And it offended me as a fan of The Exorcist. This is it. If I could give this some negative stars, I would. I know what people are thinking. If I'm too hard on it, so be it. This is the worst one. Michael, you actually want me to tell you like one reason why I think this is the worst one out of the entire franchise? Why? It disrespects its legacy of the original Exorcist. That's one of the reasons why I hate this film so much. Because it entirely shits on the original's legacy.
Probably the people who made it didn't even like the first one, so they wanted to shit on it.
I think somebody pulled out a great quote. Like it's a movie that it's made by people who have seen The Exorcist, but at the same time have not seen The Exorcist. And I think that's a good point.
Much we could say about. Well, I say the same for the Psycho remake.
Exactly. That's the same thing with this one. This is a legacy sequel to The Exorcist. How dare you shit on it? Thanks, David Gordon Green.
They could have just did a shot-for-shot remake.
It probably would have been worse, though. Yeah, but I only have the steelbook because it was $10. That's literally it. But other than that, I hate this movie.
Hey, Grant, what's up?
Hey, dude.
Grant, come up here if you had the time.
Well, I'll let it be me and you for tonight, unless somebody else pops in for that I send the link to.
All right.
Let's go over these. The Expendables films.
All right, I know what to rate them.
I'll go over them first.
Okay.
The first one, I think I'll give it 3.5 stars. I like it. The second one is the best one, 4.5. The third one is I actually still like. I'll give it 3.5, but 4, 0. Fuck this fucking movie, dude.
I haven't even seen the fourth one. I haven't even seen it, and I heard it's horrible.
This franchise is actually known for its practicality with its stunt work and actually bringing in some old-fashioned action stars. What'd they do with this? Well, they did a lot of green screen and terrible stunt work, really fake blood, and trying to bring in more younger cast members for a new generation. That's not Expendables.
Mm-mm.
And I still we'll call this film Expendables. The 4 is in the name. Look at that. Look at that.
Expendables.
Expendables. But yeah. The trilogy is good. This one's terrible.
First one is easily a 4-star film for me. Second one is 4. I saw that in the theater, and I really enjoyed it. Third one is 2 stars for me.
I like the third one. Like, yes, it's definitely watered down. Yes, but I still like it.
And 4, I have no point intention of watching.
Good. You're saving yourself a lot of time. What else? Man, I got a lot of franchise. I don't know what other ones I would want to rate.
Men in Black.
Let's see. The first one, 5 stars. Honestly.
Easily.
Men in Black 2, I'd actually give 4 stars, actually. I really enjoyed that.
Really?
That one I have more nostalgia towards than the first film, to be completely honest with you. That was the one I gravitated towards most as a kid. But growing up, I realized more of the issues with it, but I still keep it at 4 stars because again, nostalgia. And then 3, I would give 3.5 stars to. I do like 3. Hot take. Also, I really liked International.
Oh, wow.
I thought International was a lot of fun. I'll give that one 4 stars as well.
Well, the first one, 5 out of is a 5 out of 5. Just
yeah.
I grew up with the first one, and every time it comes on TV, I just watch it. It has a lot of rewatchable value to it. Second one is a 2-star film for me. Didn't enjoy it as much as the first. It has a lot of problems. Johnny Knoxville's character, he disappears, towards the the middle of the film.
I still thought he was funny when he was on screen, though.
Yeah, they could have gave him much better script.
Yeah, I will admit the script was the weakest factor of the film, but I still enjoyed it.
Men in Black 3 is a 4-star film for me. I enjoyed that a whole lot more than the second one. The third one should have been the second film. Should have been the plot of the second film.
I get that, but they kind of just swapped the plots.
Yeah. And then Men in Black International, that's kind of a 3-star film for me. I remember watching it in the theater, and I'm like, it was okay, but I know to the point if I ever rewatch it again, I'm not going to enjoy it as much as I did in the theater. I think it's forgettable. It has a forgettable story.
Yeah, I get that, but I still like it.
I buy Chris Hemsworth in it and Tessa Thompson. I thought they were pretty fine.
Yeah.
But just the script, the story was just forgettable, and I really liked Camille Nanjiani as the voice of Pawnee. I think Pawnee was the standout of that film.
Yeah, but I'll go over this franchise.
It just felt, another thing about Men in Black International, it just felt really different without Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith.
But then again, though, they wanted to try something different. That's one of the factors I actually appreciated about Men in Black International was the fact that they went a different direction.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward, watching it without them in it.
Yeah, but I'll go over this franchise. My ratings for this. The first one, perfect film, 5 out of 5. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, I would give a 3.5-star rating to. I know a lot of people don't like it. I still think it's fun. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, which is everybody's favorite, I'm going 4.5 stars in this film. I think there's some elements to it that don't age very well, but it still is great. I will admit, it's a great film. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, 4.5 stars, actually. I love Nightmare on Elm Street 4. That's highly underrated, in my opinion. 5, 1.5, dude. It's pretty bad. Again, a little bit too much comedy with that one. 6, though, Freddy's Dead, that's a 1-star. Way too much comedy. Way too much comedy.
It feels like as the Nightmare on Elm Street series started to gain more, it just felt like they turned it from the Freddy character from a horror villain into a comedy guy.
Apparently, but I think they actually utilize the comedy more in the Dream Master. There's less comedy in that. There still is comedy in it, but they still utilize it very well, in my opinion. I think they did really utilize it very well.
It feels like the Chucky films that they did here, where the first one, Child's Play, was basically all horror, and then they just got funnier and funnier as they went on.
But I think with some of the Child's Play films, I think they did that a little bit better, in my opinion, because there's also quite a bit of comedy in the original Child's Play.
Yeah, the whole voodoo scene, yeah.
Well, also some of the lines that Chucky delivers, so. But Wes Craven's New Nightmare, I'll give that one 4 stars. I really like that. Freddy vs. Jason, 3.5, I think. And then, this is going to get me canceled for sure, dude. The remake, I'll give it 4 stars. I actually like the remake a lot. Everybody hates the remake, but I actually really like the remake. Let me just clear this. It's not as good as the original. Let me just say that. It's nowhere near as good as the original. But I like the direction that they were going with it. So yeah, that's my take on the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. And then, let's go over these bad boys.
I can't rate them because I have not seen any of the Friday the 13th.
The original, I'll give it 4 stars. I like it quite a bit. 2, I'll give this one. I think I gave this one 4 stars as well. I think, or maybe I gave it 3.5. I don't know. This one's probably a 3.5. I think. I don't quite remember. I think I gave this one 4. I don't remember. But again, I'll check my letterbox ratings on them and I'll find out. This one's a 2-star for me. Part 5. I do not like this film at all. Part 6. This is a 4.5-star film, and this is actually my favorite of the franchise. Part 7. 3.5. This one I'll only give a 3.5 for guilty pleasure reasons.
Pleasure.
Ugh. 1.5. The worst one. This one I'll give 3 stars to, also because of guilty pleasure. This one's a 3.5 as well.
Freddy vs. Jason is a 3 for me.
And then the remake I would also give 3.5 as well. I have not seen the remake in years, though. But I actually do think the remake is a lot of fun. That's a lot of people's favorite right there, and I'm like, it's good, but it's not my favorite. I think I'd still probably give that to Part 6, because it understood what the franchise was supposed to be. In my opinion, I think it finally understood what the franchise was supposed to be. That's why it's my favorite. How about Mad Max?
Mad Max? Never seen any of them.
Well, then I guess I'll go over them again.
Good.
Mad Max, the original, 2 stars. I know it's a hot take, but I do not like that original film. The Road Warrior, 5 stars. Perfect film. Beyond Thunderdome, I'll give that one 3 stars. It also is kind of a guilty pleasure.
That's the one I think with Tina Turner in it.
Yep. There you go. Fury Road, one of the greatest action films of all time. That's a 5-star movie.
Furiosa.
And then Furiosa, I had it at 5 stars. I lowered it down to 4.5 because some of the green screen was a little distracting. Thinking about it. I'll go over the Strangers films, even though you never seen the Strangers movies.
No.
The first one, 4 stars. I still think it's the best out of all of them. Pray at Night, I would actually give 3.5 stars. I originally had it at 1 star, but after a rewatch, I liked it more because of Chapter 1. The Strangers Chapter 1, to clarify, which I gave 1 star. I think the film is terrible. It actually. Where's that? There it is. It made me appreciate this one more. I'm not even joking you. It actually made me appreciate Pray at Night. Because the characters have some smart decisions that they make, but at the same time, they still make some dumb decisions. But, I mean, even though the characters in the original Strangers make a lot of dumb decisions, they still actually feel like people. Like, they still actually feel like people. But in Chapter 1, they still make the dumbest fucking decisions you can ever think of in a horror film. Seriously, they are like, I could never even connect with the characters for the life of me with that one because they're so stupid. What else we got? I was gonna say the Dark Knight trilogy, but they're all perfect movies. So.
Oh yeah. Batman Begins is a 4 for me. Dark Knight, a 5 out of 5. Absolute masterpiece. And Dark Knight Rises is a 4. I know a lot of people don't like the Dark Knight Rises, but I enjoyed it, when I saw it in the theater. And
I think they're all perfect. I think they're all perfect. Again, I know people complain about the plot holes with Dark Knight Rises, but I don't care.
Yeah, Tom Hardy, I thought, did a good job as Bane. But
dude, he was incredible as Bane.
Yeah, but in my opinion, The Dark Knight is still a better film.
Yeah, I do agree. I still think Dark Knight is the best one, but
I remember when
out of in regards to cinematography, I think The Dark Knight Rises is the best looking one.
Yeah, like when when I reviewed the film back in the day when it came out, and my review's still up on my channel, I said, "Oh, this is better than The Dark Knight." After a rewatch, I'm like, The Dark Knight is a better film.
Yeah, but I'll go over some of the animated Batman movies. So, Assault on Arkham, I'll give this one 4. Death in the Family. If you watch this one as an interactive film, like you're supposed to on Blu-ray, it's 4. I'll give this one 4 as well.
Okay.
The June That Came to Gotham, I'll give this one 3.5. I like it. The Long Halloween Parts 1 and 2, if you just combine them as one film, 4.5 stars. Mask of the Phantasm, 5 out of 5. Easy.
I've seen clips and pieces of that film, man. Looks really good.
I am going to do a watch along for that here pretty soon because it's turning 30 years old this year.
Yeah, I never watched the Batman animated series growing up, though. I hear it's fantastic.
Yeah. And then Batman Ninja, I'll give this one 3.5. I like it. Soul of the Dragon, this one's a 4.5 for me. I love that one. Here's my favorite, Batman Under the Red Hood. This is an easy 5-star for me. If I could give it 6 stars, I would. And then Batman Year One, 4.5. I think this one, what's it? Yeah, I think it had Bryan Cranston as Lieutenant Gordon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's crazy.
I just thought they got Bryan Cranston in the film.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, huh?
Mm.
Then how about this trilogy?
All right.
4.5 stars easily. This is the best one for sure. 4 stars. I do like it. And then I'll give this one 3.5. I do like it. I don't care. People think this is the worst MCU movie.
No, I've seen much worse.
Thor: The Dark World is much worse than this. At least, there was stuff going on in this movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Thor: The Dark World where it was just nothing was happening.
Yeah, the look of Moda is very laughable.
It's pretty stupid, but like in the grand scheme of things, but it's still a fun movie. Like, even though, it doesn't really matter anymore. If you really think about it.
My ranking, the first one is a 4-star film. Like, the story. I told you the story when I saw the film in the theater. It was one of the worst experiences. Film.
But we don't need to go over that again.
Yeah. Ant-Man the Wasp is a 3-star film for me, but it has a forgettable story.
I think the villain was the most forgettable thing about it.
Yeah. And Quantumania is a 4-star film.
It's a good film. I do like it. And then let's go over another trilogy.
Like I said, Moda's design looks laughable. It makes you think about George Lopez from Shark Boy and Lava Girl a little bit. Yeah. But still, it's a good movie. Quantumania is a good movie.
Yeah, and then let's go over the Equalizer trilogy.
I've only seen the first one.
The first one, great.
Yeah.
4.5 stars in my opinion.
4-star for me.
2 is good. This is the weakest one by far. I'll give this one 3.5.
All right, I'll get around to watching it.
And then 3, it is a slow burn for sure. It definitely is a slow burn.
Oh, great.
But it still is really good. Like, I still think the story they were attempting for this one, I actually thought was really interesting. I do think this one kind of does feel a little bit more like... It definitely is a satisfying finale, like, once you get to the ending. It does take a little while to get there, but it's still a lot of fun. I mean,
all right.
You still get to see Denzel Washington kick ass.
Oh, of course.
And the opening scene is brutal. It's brutal.
All right.
I mean, I'll just say this because it's given in the trailer. He literally stabs a guy in the eye with a gun.
Wow.
Yeah. They go that far.
I still have yet to watch 2 and 3, but really enjoyed the first one.
I liked I made a joke. I actually yelled this out in the theater. Like I made a joke. And yes, I know I shouldn't do that, but it's like it was the second time I saw Equalizer 3, so I didn't care. Because yes, I did see it twice. Come at me, fuckers.
Nothing wrong with that.
But when I saw it again, it was the main bad guy of the film was walking shoeless, walking on broken glass, and I was like, "Hey, John McClane, put on some shoes." I had to crack a John McClane joke, like because of the fact he was walking on broken glass with no shoes.
And plus, Bruce Willis was pretty much barefoot throughout the first Die Hard.
I know, yeah, like, but I had to crack that joke. Like, I had to crack it out, and then Justin, who I saw the movie with the second time, laughed his ass off at my joke. Speaking of which, no, wrong Blu-ray. Get back in there.
I just noticed your background is the Twisters theater scene, which that was a very good scene as well. I love that scene.
That scene was intense, dude.
I was on the edge of my seat during that whole scene.
I will say, unfortunately, though, it didn't ruin my experience, thankfully, but I did get sick while watching the movie.
Same as me.
No, I didn't get motion sickness. Let me just say that. I didn't get motion sickness.
Yeah, there was some shaky cam in the film, but it wasn't like distracting, like to the point where it was just to the point where it was going to make
my stomach.
Sick.
It was just a couple of times throughout the film, my stomach was really starting to feel weird, so I just tried to take some deep breaths to get it to go down. But then it just came back up on me, and then all over the floor. I know I just admitted it on stream, but like, when my mom came to pick me up that night, I literally had to sit in the back seat of the car so she didn't have to smell the vomit on me. And look, I know that was very unprofessional of me to do that, but I didn't think that was going to happen. Like, so you can't entirely blame me. Like, I didn't think I was going to be. I didn't think I was going to go.
It came out unexpected.
Exactly. So people are going to be like, "You should have just went to the trash can." Like, dude,
you can't help
it. Like,
you can't help it if like your stomach is in pain and you can't move.
It wasn't in pain. It was just feeling weird. And then my mouth, like my mouth even started feeling weird too. Like, and then like I said, all of a sudden, even though Justin was sitting next to me, thankfully I didn't get any on him. I did get some, but I got some on my pant leg and my shoe. So I had to Clorox wipe my shoe today.
Oh wow! And that was all last night during the film.
Thankfully, it was during the last 10 minutes.
All right.
It was in the last 10 minutes, and I still stuck the rest of it out.
That's good.
Because I did not want to leave it in the last 10 minutes. Like, I was already into it. Like, for the rest of the movie. Like, I was already into it. Like, but if it was halfway through, I probably would have had to leave. Like, yeah. Because and then that would have pained me to have to walk out halfway through.
And that wouldn't have been your favorite movie of the summer so far.
And then literally probably like the next day I'd have to go again. Like,
yeah.
Then watch the rest of the film. But thankfully it only happened within the last like 10 minutes. So even though, again, I don't know why I said thankfully, but the reason why I say thankfully is because it was the last 10 minutes. Again, it happened, so. And then after the movie, like even when Justin like left the theater for a second, he had to go. I asked him to get me some napkins so I could wipe some of the chunks off.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was just like small. It was like dust particles, chunks. Like, and yeah. But I think I can also kind of blame that on the burger that I ate the night beforehand. I don't know if the burger was even fully cooked.
Probably.
because my stomach was actually feeling weird throughout the whole day, and I tried to drink some lemon lime drinks to get it to go down.
Mm. Yeah, Gatorade is like the best thing to drink when your stomach is feeling like that.
Usually Sprite is what I drink. Like that's usually what I drink whenever my stomach is really acting up. But that's what I drink. Again, I know, kind of an embarrassing story, but I wanted to just tell you guys what happened, about what happened with my experience with Twisters. I am going to see the film again, and I hope when I watch it again, that doesn't happen again.
No, you'll probably be good.
Yeah. Plus, I'm also going to plan to see Deadpool and Wolverine twice as well, because
nice.
I plan to go preview night with Justin, and then the next night with my buddy Tanner from high school. He was my best friend in high school.
I'm planning to see it hopefully on preview night, but I get out of work at 9, and the latest I could go to, not at my Alamo, but another theater around my area, is like 9:40. So,
but you want to just go see it at Alamo, right?
Well, it's for my friend. My friend wants to go, so my friend wants to go to like a different theater because it's close to him.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's fine.
So yes, he's pretty much far from where my Alamo draft.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But
dude, I'm not even gonna lie to you, dude. I should actually come and visit sometime soon, so that way you can take me to the Alamo Draft House. Well, there might even be a couple of films that are even playing at the Alamo Draft House that I might drag you to take or something. I might even just drag you there just to go see the movie, but we'll see. Again, we'll see what it is though whenever I do decide to come down and visit. But then again, I need to save up a lot of money, because that's actually one of the things I would like to do sometime in the future. Probably sometime next year is try to travel a little bit more and to go visit some friends. One of my plans is to go to Staten Island to visit you. Or to stay in New York for a few days, to go, for one, to visit you and to visit my friend Tracy, who also lives out in New York. Who else? I definitely want to go to Indiana to visit Mike, because, he's my best bud here on here. I'm definitely gonna go visit Jared, so that way we can film a Blu-ray hunting video down at Mega Replay.
Yeah, that store looks absolutely amazing.
I think I might have to take. We might even have to meet each other at that airport. You travel down from Staten Island to down to Illinois just so we can go meet Jared. So that way we can just be like, hey, what's up, guys? We are here down in Illinois. I'm here with my buddy Michael. So what's happening? And of course we're here with Jared, because we're going down to Mega Replay. He's taking us down there, and we're gonna see if we can find any physical media we can obtain.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Okay, but we got a little off topic because but thank you for pointing that out. But thank you for pointing out the theater scene in Twisters.
Yeah. Hey, it's.
I did want to get back to the franchise ranking stuff.
Yeah, you just wanted to get that out there,
But since you brought that up, I wanted to just tell everybody what happened.
Oh.
So since you brought up Die Hard, let's go over this franchise.
All right.
The original, classic, 5 out of 5. 2, I will give a 3.5 star rating to. I really like 2. Die Hard with a Vengeance, that's a 5-star movie for me. That's actually my favorite one of the franchise. Live Free or Die Hard, that's a 4-star movie for me. I really like Live Free or Die Hard. I've seen the theatrical cut, and originally I didn't care for it. But then after seeing A Good Day to Die Hard, or to steal a quote from Jeremy Johns, it's Die Hard-ish. It's an abomination against humanity. It actually made me appreciate Live Free or Die Hard. So basically, if you couldn't tell, A Good Day to Die Hard is a 0-star movie.
First one for me is easily 5 stars. Classic.
It's phenomenal.
Second one is 3.5. I think it's the weakest
right.
I think it's the weakest of the films. It's not a bad film by any means, though.
I say it's like the weakest out of the first 4.
Yeah. 3 is easily a 5 out of 5. It's my favorite of the sequels.
It's my favorite of the whole series.
Yeah. Live Free or Die Hard is a 3-star film.
So switch that around. I think for you that's the weakest of the 4.
Well, it's a tie between the second one and that one.
Right, but you did kind of give them different scores. Is what I'm trying to say. You gave them different scores, so I'd say kind of swap that around.
Yeah.
Again, just out of the first 4. But out of the first 4, I think that Die Hard 2 is the weakest.
And then Good Day to Die Hard, I saw that in the theater. And when it came out, I sort of liked it. I would give it maybe a 3 stars. I know if I watched it again, I know if I would rewatch it, my ranking would probably be low.
It'd probably be like a 1-star rating for you
if I ever rewatched it again, because it's been 11 years since that film came out. It's been 11 years since I saw it in the theater. I only just watched it once.
Makes sense. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, because I was looking forward to it, and my friend was looking forward to it, so I decided to go see it.
But now let's go over.
And luckily, I didn't have to pay like $20 for it.
Yeah, and now let's go over these, the Ghostbusters movies. The first one, classic, 5 out of 5.
Second one, I didn't see all the way through.
I give this one 2.5 stars. It's not great. I mean, as a kid, I loved it because it was another Ghostbusters movie. But as I've grown up to become kind of I wouldn't really call myself a film critic because that seems a bit harsh for me. I'd say just a film lover. I'm just, I don't know. I'll rewatch it someday though. Maybe see if it'll help. This is 2 stars.
That should be 1 star.
Okay, let me just say this though. There are things I like about it. I like Chris Hemsworth in the film, and I thought some of the effects were pretty good. And there are some chuckle-worthy moments in the film, but overall, I don't think any of the 4 leads really had any chemistry. I don't think they really had any chemistry at all.
I haven't seen the film, but I just saw the trailer to it. I'm like, yeah, that's enough. That's enough for me not to watch this film. It feels like a SNL Ghostbusters film because it has, the woman who were from, SNL in it.
Yeah. Afterlife, amazing. This is a 5-star movie. I love this one. And then, the one that everyone loves to shit on, Frozen Empire. I like it. I like it a lot. I'll give it 4 stars. I really like it. I saw it twice in theaters. What do you want me to say? I like the movie. I actually kind of want to watch this one again. It's a fun movie.
Bad?
Wait, you saw this one?
No. Just from hearing your thoughts, it sounds interesting.
I will say the film's biggest problem is that there are way too many characters in the film. It's definitely there's a bit too many plot beats. And also the Frozen Empire stuff doesn't happen until the last 30 minutes, which is kind of a disappointment. But I like the story they were going for. It was more kind of a coming of age story with Phoebe, and Phoebe is a great character. Played excellently by McKenna Grace. Um, she's great in the film, and I like seeing her story progress. Because one thing I can take away from both Afterlife and Frozen Empire is that it's her story. And I think they did a really good job of utilizing her story. And I'm kind of sad this film did not do well, because I did want to see another one.
I guess people are tired of Ghostbusters.
Or maybe just because of the fact that none of the cool stuff really happens until like the last 20 minutes. I think that's what frustrated more people about it, and also because of the fact that, again, people just love to not go to movie theaters. They don't want to support good movies. They support shit like Night Swim. They support shit like Imaginary. They support that kind of stuff. And then, thankfully, we had Doom Part 2 and GXK in March, so that definitely helped out.
Which I still have yet to see Dune Part 2. Yes, I know it's long.
I know. I mean, I get that to a certain extent, but...
Yeah. For me, if a film is like 3 hours long, it has to entertain me.
Yeah, I get that.
Like The Batman. That was almost 3 hours long, and that entertained me.
I'm trying to think of other... God. Oh, actually, since we're kind of on the topic of this, for the upcoming movie,
which one?
Let's go over the Alien films.
All right.
So I'm showing this off because it has the 6 movies in it. Alien, amazing, 5 out of 5. Aliens, I watched the extended cut of the film. It lowered it. It's definitely a 4.5 star movie for sure. Alien 3, 1 star, horrible. Alien Resurrection, that's a half a star for me. Prometheus, I think I'll give it 4, I think. And then Alien Covenant, which I know I technically own 3 copies of, because I have the 6-film collection, the 4K, and the Steelbook that was sent to me. I'll give this one 4.5 stars. I actually love Alien Covenant. And then Alien vs. Predator, I think I'll give this one 3.5. I do like the movie. I don't know why I only have this at 1 star. This needs to go down to a half star, or if I could give it negative stars, I would. This is a 0.
All right, so my ranking is from the first film to Prometheus because I did not see Covenant
or Alien vs. Predator.
Yeah, those I'll leave out.
Right.
First Alien is a masterpiece, 5 out of 5. Aliens, masterpiece, 5 out of 5. I probably have to say I like Aliens better than the first one.
I prefer the first one, but fair enough.
I just thought that Aliens was just, a great film throughout. Very intense film. It got me hyped, throughout the film because, it's James Cameron. He does really great action that gets you, hyped up.
I get that, yeah.
Alien 3 is 4-star film for me. It's a guilty pleasure.
Okay, as long as you admit that, because I don't want people coming at you.
No. It's a guilty pleasure.
Thank God you admitted it's a guilty pleasure, because I really don't want people coming after you.
Yeah, I know the film is not as good as the first 2. Alien Resurrection, fuck that movie. 1 star. A clone Ripley. You got a clone Ripley. It's not even Ripley. It's just a clone of her. You have the scene of her playing basketball, which, why is that in the Alien film?
Why is that even a thing?
Why is it even a thing in the film? And they got the stupid newborn alien and the clone Ripley hugging the freaking newborn alien. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
It's terrible.
Absolutely terrible. directed by like a French director.
It's written by the same guy that did Amelie, which is one of the best romantic films of all time.
And Prometheus, I saw that in the theater. A pretty funny story was when the movie began. I guess the projector kind of like messed up a little bit. It had like a green tint to it, so they shut off the movie. And then one guy goes, "Oh, this theater sucks." And then I guess the manager or somebody came into the theater saying, "Oh, we're having a technical difficulty with the film. Just sit back and we'll get it running." And so then, they played the film. They got it. The film played right, and I enjoyed Prometheus. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. It's a
yes, there are dumb characters.
Yes, I'll admit that. But it's a good-looking film.
But it's better than 3 and Resurrection.
It's better than Resurrection.
It's definitely better than Requiem, also. Oh,
easily Prometheus is a 4-star film for me.
I think it is for me too. But now it's time to rank a big franchise. Let's talk about all these fuckers.
You go ahead and rank them because I don't care about this franchise.
But here goes for me. The first one, 3.5. I like it. 3 stars for Too Fast, Too Furious. Yes, I know. Tokyo Drift, I'll go 3.5. I do like it. Fast and Furious. The 4th one, 1.5. I hate that movie. Fast 5, that's the best one for sure. That's the best one. I think I'll give it 5 stars. Fast and Furious 6, I'll go 3.5. I like it. Just not as good. Furious 7, I actually really enjoyed. I'll give that one 4 stars. Also, great villainous performance by Jason Statham. He's a great villain in that. And Fate of the Furious, I'll give that 3.5. And most of that score also goes to Jason Statham. Let me just say that. Most of the score for that goes to Jason Statham. And then... that one's 2 stars, but every time I think about it, I like it less. But I don't lower it down to a lower score because there are still things I do like about F9. But overall, it's a bad movie.
I heard that film, they go into space.
And they do. And it ruins the entire film for me.
When a film goes...
Besides the fact that they freaking just throw all... Like all laws of physics are just broken. Like...
when a film goes into space, your movie's going to suck.
An action movie, to be precise.
An action movie, yes.
Because there are some good horror films in space, like Alien and Event Horizon. You get those kinds of films, and those are good.
But they need to stop with these Fast and Furious films. This franchise has run its path.
But this one, though, Hobbs and Shaw, this one was a lot of fun. I'll go 4 stars for this one as well, but it's also because of the chemistry with The Rock and Jason Statham. And I know majority of the scores for some of these Fast and Furious films are for Jason Statham, because I'm a sucker for Jason Statham. But do I care? No, I don't. I will not apologize for being a Jason Statham fan. And then Fast X 3, it's not great. I still think it goes a little too far sometimes with the physics, like how much they're just broken. But at least I will say this: it's better than F9. Let me just say that it's better than F9 because of Jason Momoa. Momoa was the best part of the entire movie, and I will say this though. I wanted more Jason Statham. He's only in it for 5 minutes, then he's just gone.
It's probably like I
really wanted more Jason Statham.
He's like, I don't want to do any more of these films.
He has a great fight scene, though. Let me just say that. I mean, of course he does. He always has great fight scenes because, I mean, like I said, it's Jason Statham, and he's great with fight scenes. Like, you really don't want to fight that dude. Like, when it comes to when it comes to fighting an action star, you do not want to fight Jason Statham.
No, he's a badass.
I mean, if you look at like Crank, The Beekeeper, Death Race, Safe, or Fast and Furious, you do not want to fight Jason Statham. Hell, even in the Transporter movies, the first 3 to be precise, even though I don't like the third one, I still will admit he is a badass. Like I said, these 2 masterpieces of action movies, Crank and Crank High Voltage, aka 2 of the wildest action movies ever created. And Michael, my good sir, you need to watch these. Like, dude, maybe. The first one is only 87 minutes, and then
short.
And then this one is 95 minutes.
Oh, they're short, so.
Yeah. See, Tom, yes, Spy.
I haven't seen Spy. I heard it's pretty good.
It's a good Melissa McCarthy movie. I mean, Jason Statham was like, that's the best. I will say this: it's the best Melissa McCarthy movie.
I'm not a fan of Melissa McCarthy.
And at least it's funny. Like, it's actually when you realize that Melissa McCarthy can be funny. Like, it's one of those films that, like, let me just say this: if you watch a lot of her bad films, then you're just like, okay, she's not funny.
I saw Identity Theft, and that was it.
Which one?
Identity Theft with her and
Identity Thief. Yeah, it was all right, but if you watch
I saw that in the theater, I was like,
If you watch like Bridesmaids or The Heat or Spy, she is funny. Like, I will say that she is funny. Just don't watch films like Super Intelligence or Thunder Force. Or Tammy. Don't watch Tammy.
I heard Tammy's horrible.
Tammy is horrible. Just watch Spy. Like I said, Spy, Bridesmaids, and The Heat. Because she's good in those films and she is funny.
How about we rank the Thor films?
Okay. The first one, good. I'll give that 3.5. Dark World sucks. 1.5. Ragnarok, the best one in the franchise and also my favorite MCU movie. 5 stars. And Love and Thunder, I still like. I do like Love and Thunder. I think I have it at 4 stars right now on Letterboxd, so I think I'm going to lower it down to 3.5. It's good.
First one is a 4-star film for me. It's great.
It's fun.
I saw that in the theater when it came out. It has a good soundtrack. I like the song from the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Thor: The Dark World, 2 stars. Forgettable villain in Malekith. Forgettable story.
And the Dark Elves look like shit.
I can't even remember what even happened in that film.
It's so boring.
Ragnarok is the best of the best of the films. That's a 4-star film for me.
It's my favorite MCU movie.
Yeah, way better.
I think it holds the line of good comedy, with also having some great emotional moments.
Yeah. And Love and Thunder, I like the film. I had fun with it. That's a 4-star film for me. Yes, there are some, stupid stuff in there, like the Old Spice thing. That Old Spice scene.
I do think there is some stupid things in it, like
the screaming goats sometimes gets on your nerves a little bit.
Yeah, and
but still,
let me just say this: it's not a terrible film.
as
There
people
are
make it
some
out
bad
to be.
things in it, but again, I still think it's a fun movie.
Yeah, it's a fun film.
I mean, I like Korg. I'll say that I like Korg in the film, and I love Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher, even though he's very underutilized.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he could have been in
He
the
is
film a lot longer.
underutilized, but for the time he's on screen, he's phenomenal. But I also will admit some of the CGI looks terrible, like in that film, especially at the beginning. The effects in the beginning are atrocious. Like, but I still think it's a fun movie.
Yeah, same.
Um, let's see. I think another franchise to go through.
Iron Man.
Easy. First one, incredible, 5 stars. 2, I like. I like 2. I'll give that one 3 stars. And 3, I do not like 3. That's a 2-star film. I do not like 3. A lot of people love it. I don't. I do not like it.
I'm in that majority. The first one.
I guess I'm in the minority because I do not like it.
The first one, great. It's a 5-star film for me. Robert Downey Jr., great as Tony Stark, Iron Man. Gwyneth Paltrow, of course, really great in the film as Pepper Potts. I really enjoyed Terrence Howard as James Rhodes. Jeff Bridges, I thought was a good villain, who played Obadiah Stane.
Yep.
So, but yeah, it's a great film. Second one, I don't know why it gets a lot of crap from people. I really enjoy the second one. Second one is a 4-star film for me. Yes, Whiplash, played by Mickey Rourke, could have been utilized a little bit more. I like the whole Stark Expo. You could tell that they were inspired by the New York World's Fair that happened here in 1964.
Yep.
And you get introduced to Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow. Thought that was pretty cool. Don Cheadle, of course, great as War Machine.
Yeah.
But a lot of people didn't like the film because it was more of an Avengers setup film.
It is, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. But I enjoy Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3, I like the film. I think Iron Man 3 is I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give it like 4.5 stars. So as I remember seeing it in the theater, and I was entertained by it. Yes, the Mandarin is absolutely horrible because of the way the character was portrayed. That's not how the Mandarin is in the comics.
Yeah.
But they did that. I forgot that what was that called? That Marvel one-off short with the real Mandalorian in it. That was way better. That was a way better portrayal of the character that they did, and that's found on the Blu-ray of Iron Man 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
That one-off of the character was better than how he was portrayed in the film.
Yep.
Yeah, and
let's go over what I think is the best trilogy in the MCU. The Captain America films.
Yes.
The first one, underrated. Highly underrated. 4.5 stars. Winter Soldier, one of the best MCU films. I think it's top 10. I think I gotta see this. Apparently not. I got faked out again. And then Captain America Civil War. Awesome follow-up. That's another 5-star film for me. They're all great.
I can't wait for Brave New World.
Cannot wait either.
Easily, the first one is a 4-star film. Loved it. Saw in the theater. Chris Evans, great as Steve Rogers, Captain America. Of course, Haley Atwell, great as Peggy Carter, which she's going to be at New York Comic Con this year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones in that film, I thought he was very good, and it was a good portrayal of Captain America.
Also, Hugo Weaving as Red Skull was great.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving as Red
Skull.
Even though
his villain was a little weak, his performance was phenomenal.
And he has still yet to come back in the MCU.
I would like to see him back at some point.
They should have got him back for Brave New World.
Maybe we will see him, but who knows?
Yeah. Captain America: Winter Soldier, perfect film, 5-star movie, the best Captain America film. Just really enjoyed it.
It's great.
It's great. Civil War is a 4-star film. It felt more like an Avengers film than a Captain America film.
It did, but I mean, I'm not going to complain.
I'm not going to complain about that either because it was highly entertaining.
Yeah, for sure. I think of other ones.
I mean, that film should have been Avengers 3, like before we got, Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of which, let's go over these bad boys. The first one, phenomenal. 5 stars. Avengers Age of Ultron, underrated. I will say it. It's underrated. 4 stars. Infinity War, top 10 Marvel movies. Easily. Incredible film. This is a 5-star one. Endgame, I'm going to give this one 4.5 stars because I don't like the way that I don't like what they did with Hulk in the movie. That's it. That's the only thing I do not like about Endgame. But other than that, great quadrilogy. Very excited for Secret Wars.
Same. First one is 5 out of stars for me. It's a great film. I saw that in the theater twice. That was the only film I saw in the theater twice and in 3D because the 3D looked absolutely amazing for that film. Age of Ultron, 4 stars. I really enjoyed the film. I thought
it's underrated.
Yeah, I thought it was as good as the first film.
No, it's not. It's not as good as the first one, but it's so good.
Yeah, my opinion, though. I was entertained by that film throughout when I saw it in the theater. Like my face was like, oh my god! I was like, oh, like that was my reaction to the film.
I know.
I was highly entertained through it. And I like Ultron.
Yeah.
Infinity War, 4.5. I mean, it's a good movie though, but I enjoy Endgame a whole lot more. I think Endgame is a perfect film, aside from the Hulk stuff. Endgame
the Hulk stuff I thought was stupid.
Endgame is a 5 out of 5 for me because, I like that, everybody came back after being disintegrated by Thanos at the end of Infinity War. And the whole setup of them, fighting Thanos and his, army is is one of the best scenes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
It was just great. Endgame was a 5-star film for me. Like I said, excluding, what they did with Hulk in the film.
Yeah. Let's also go over this trilogy, the Bill and Ted trilogy. The first one, great. It's hilarious. 4.5 stars. Bogus Journey, not quite as good. I think I'll give that one 3. But Face the Music was a big surprise. I'm going to go 4.5 stars with Face the Music.
Yeah. It's been years since I've seen the first 2. I did not see the third one. But excellent adventure. Easily 5 stars. Classic. Hilarious. Bogus Journey, I got to give a rewatch. Because I haven't seen it since I was a kid. Because it came on TV and I just watched it along with the first one. And 3, I heard mixed things about.
I actually really enjoy Face the Music. Let's see here, what's got? Let's actually also go about the Conjuring universe.
You could do that because I've never seen any of them.
The first one, great. 4.5 stars. The Conjuring 2, also fantastic. 4.5 stars. Conjuring 3, I'll give that one 3 stars. It's good. Underwhelming sequel. Again, I did that. I did those two first. I did those first so that way I could lean and go down to the spinoffs. Annabelle, horrible. That's a horrible film. I think we'll give that one half a star. Yeah, it's bad. Annabelle Creation, I'm gonna go 4 stars for that one. I really enjoyed Creation. That's the best of the non-Conjuring movies. What else? Okay. Oh yeah, there's Annabelle Comes Home. I'll give that one 3.5. I like Annabelle Comes Home. What else is there? Oh yeah, The Curse of La Llorona. That film is terrible. And then The Nun. That is a 0-star film. That film is an abomination. And then The Nun 2 is a 1 star. That basically kind of tells you how bad some of the spinoffs are. Especially The Nun. The Nun is the worst one.
Now, do you think that The Conjuring ranks up there as the scariest movie, one of the scariest movies? So a lot of people have said that.
It freaked me out when I was younger. It definitely freaked me out. How about the Predator franchise?
Never seen any of them.
The first one, Dylan, you son of a bitch. You're one ugly motherfucker.
That's the one scene I saw from this.
Do it now. I'm here. Kill me. Yeah, that's Predator's perfect. The original film, Predator, it's perfect. 5 out of 5. Predator 2, I actually kind of love. Honestly, I'm gonna go 4.5 stars for Predator 2. Predators 3. I'm giving that 3 stars. That film is fine. It's pretty good, but eh. The Predator, that is a 0. They try to use autism as a superpower, and I think that is a stupid mistake. Let's see. Joanna says, have you guys seen X, Pearl, and Maxine? No. I've seen X and Pearl. I still have yet to see Maxine. But I love both X and Pearl. I'll give them 4.5 stars each.
See, Tom said, what actress do you think will be Lady Deadpool?
I have no idea.
Taylor Swift. Can you imagine?
God, I hope not.
I think she'll be appearing in that film.
I don't know why. Let's go to what about the Karate Kid?
All right.
The first one, phenomenal, perfect film. 5 stars. The Karate Kid 2, actually, I really like the Karate Kid 2. I'm gonna go 3.5 for Karate Kid 2. I mean, the inclusion of Chosen in that film was great. Karate Kid 3, I'm gonna go 2.5 stars. I think Karate Kid 3 is fine. Eh. The next Karate Kid, though, that film is terrible. 1.5. And the remake, I think, is good. The remake is good. I'll give that one 3.5. Its biggest problem, there's a bit too much shaky cam. Like with some of the fight scenes in the film, there is a lot of shaky cam.
First one is a classic for me. Easily 5 stars. Second one.
Can I just say this really quick?
Okay.
I know I said that I know I said I don't have a complaint with the shaky cam and Monkey Man, but that's only because the film didn't have a high enough budget. to afford digital cameras. So that's why I give that film a pass. So I know I sound like a gigantic hypocrite, but no, I'm not. It's just with the Karate Kid, the remake, there's a bit too much shaky cam with the fight scenes. And I'm sure that film was actually filmed with actual digital cameras.
Now was Monkey Man filmed with like the film cameras, like 35 millimeter camera?
Nope. It was filmed with iPhones and GoPros.
Oh, okay.
That's why there's a lot of shaky cam. But then again, though, it feels like I feel like the film kind of earns it. Like, yes, there is a lot of it, but it earns it because, again, it didn't have a huge budget back when they were filming it, because they were filming it during the pandemic, and Dev Patel went through a lot of shit to get that made. And then once Jordan Peele saw it, he bought it through Monkey Paw Productions and Universal. He got Universal to distribute the film and put it into theaters. So people were like, too much shaky cam. Like, look, for people with motion sickness, I get it. But for others, remember, the film did not have a high enough budget when they were shooting. So, okay. I digress. Just want to get that off my chest.
All right.
So,
like the first Karate Kid's a 5-star. For me, it's a classic. Second one, I've seen bits and pieces of. Third one, did not see, but I heard pretty mixed things about. And 4, I heard it's terrible.
the next Karate Kid's bad. Have you seen the remake?
No.
Remake,
I don't care.
Look, I mean, besides the Pursuit of Happiness, that's one of the only times I actually did not mind Jaden Smith in a movie. After Earth was terrible. He was god awful in that movie. But with the Karate Kid, I thought he did decent in the Karate Kid. But
they want to do another
and the Pursuit of Happiness.
And they want to do another Karate Kid film, and they're bringing back Ralph Macchio.
At least it's Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan coming back.
Yeah,
because I actually thought Jackie Chan was actually really good in that remake too.
I think they're just playing off because Cobra Kai is such a huge show, and
it is wrapping up here pretty soon. So,
I still have yet to watch the show. I've heard great things about it.
I've loved what I've seen out of the first 5 seasons. I'm just waiting for part 2 to come out for season 6, and then I'll binge the whole season, like, because I love Cobra Kai. Absolutely one of my favorite shows.
And another trilogy, Home Alone.
Actually, let's go through the whole. I can go through the whole franchise since I've seen all of them. The first 2 are classics. I think the first one I give it 5 out of 5. The second one 4.5. Because even though yes, I know people are saying it sucks because it's the same exact movie. Well, yes, but that's not too much of an issue, man. I do think it is a bit of a weakness towards the film, is that because it is kind of pretty much the same film as the first. But I still love Lost in New York.
Same.
3, I actually like 3. It's a lot of fun. I mean, the traps are freaking crazy in 3. They are pretty crazy and pretty over the top. I mean, those are the traps in the first 2 films, but I think in 3 they take it to a whole new level. 4, that one can suck my balls. The Holiday Heist can suck cock, and Home Sweet Home Alone blows donkey balls.
I'll just rank them from the first 3. because the first three are the only ones that exist to me.
Oh, I probably should have said my scores, but with Home Alone 3, I give that one 3.5. And then 4, 5, and 6 are all zeros. Okay, sorry.
First one, classic, absolute great film, 5 stars. You know, good
Look what
cast.
you did! Look what you did, you little jerk!
I
Kevin,
heard.
what did you do to my room? I wouldn't let you in my room if you were growing on my ass.
I heard, like in the original script, or like this was rumored to be in the original script, that the uncle in that film, the one who goes, "Oh, look what you did, you little jerk," he was the one who paid off Harry and Marv to go after the family.
Wow.
Yeah, so that we would have gotten that if that was done in the original script.
Right.
Home Alone 2, it's a classic as well. That's a 5-star film for me.
That was
Yes.
just sound of a tool chest. Oh, what's another good line? Don't you know a kid always wins against 2 idiots? You busted me right in my mouth, Marv.
But yeah,
I think honestly, in regards to the traps in Home Alone 2, I think they go a little extreme.
Yeah.
With some of the traps, so I think that one was like the most over the top traps in the franchise, even though 3 had quite a bit of them. Like, because seriously, he electrocutes Marv with a sink.
Mm-hmm. Whole skeleton revealed, which was funny.
Exactly. Harry puts his head in a toilet that's full of kerosene, and it explodes. That would not have just exploded his hat.
It would
his entire body would have exploded.
Yeah, and plus the whole building as well.
And then the column, the giant metal column that swings down, hitting him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Where that would have broken their mouths, and after it hits them, after he cuts it loose, that would have killed them. Like,
the whole birds pecking at them because of the bird seed from the bird lady.
Yeah, she's known as the pigeon lady.
Pigeon lady.
And then when they take that whole fall from the 2-story fall, that could have killed him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Home Alone 2, classic film.
Lots of scenarios where the traps could have killed them.
Yeah.
Oh, the bricks.
Yeah, the brick.
That wouldn't have just given him a concussion, or anything. That wouldn't have just blinded his eyesight. He would have been dead.
Yeah.
How many fingers am I holding up, Marv?
The brick could have killed him.
Oh, okay, kid. You want to throw bricks? Go ahead. Throw another one. Throws it again. Please. If you can't do any better than that, kid, you're gonna lose.
I just love Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern as
and the freaking fact that once his hat explodes again, I was so surprised he actually did not curse. Because
there are a lot of times
films, he's very foul mouthed.
There are times in the films where he wants to curse, but he couldn't because it's PG. It's a family film, and we all know Joe Pesci has foul mouth in some of his films.
If you think about something like My Cousin Vinny or Goodfellas or Casino, it's mainly Goodfellas in My Cousin Vinny, or no, Goodfellas in Casino, but also in My Cousin Vinny for sure.
There's a bit of trivia on the film where I think it was like Chris Columbus. He set out like a jar, and every time that Joe Pesci, wanted to curse, he would actually have to put like money into the jar.
Wow.
So that's what I heard, though.
That's hilarious to me.
But Joe Pesci had to know that he's not making an adult film. This is these are family films.
Yeah, but it was funny though. What
Three,
about your score for 3?
three. That is Home Alone 3 is the film I watched the most when I was a kid. Before I saw the first two, because I had the VHS and I watched the VHS of Home Alone 3 like crazy. I just love Home Alone 3. It does not deserve the hate that it gets. Oh, because Macaulay Culkin's not in it. So what?
But also, there also was quite a few traps that would have killed the bandits.
Yeah.
If you really think about it. What's what?
You had
is it like what is it? It's like a mower of some kind.
Yeah, the mower. Yeah.
That lands on his head and just gives him a haircut, dude. That would have been like all over his face.
He would have been dead. And that's pretty weird to say because the actor that portrayed that character passed away.
May he rest in peace.
Also,
when he gets electrocuted, like when he gets electrocuted by the chair, and also when that guy cuts the cord, like when he tries cutting the cord, and then also gets electrocuted.
Mm-hmm. Also in that
other ones.
In that film, you get a new family, which I thought, that was very different. It's a different film. Like for the people that complain, oh, it doesn't have Macaulay Culkin in it. Can you imagine if Macaulay Culkin came back to do a Home Alone 3? It wouldn't be as good. So you would be complaining about that as well.
And I think there was a little bit more emotional depth with the kid. Like,
yeah.
In all honesty, even though there is depth with Macaulay Culkin's, yes, I get it. But there's a little bit more depth with the kid, though, because not only is he suffering with a cold, like
he has chicken pox.
He's trying to prove the fact that that there are actually bandits out that are actually out in his neighborhood, but nobody believes him.
Yeah. And also, you move from Harry and Marv to just two burglar characters up to four burglars.
So that way, you obviously get a lot more slapstick humor.
Yes.
Oh wait, when he cuts the string that has the giant weight on it.
Yeah, they get hit with the weight, and then first they get hit with the
desk,
and then they get hit with the dumbbell.
The giant dumbbell, and dude, that would have both of them would have got them killed.
Yeah. What else can I say about Home Alone 3? I like the RC car.
The drop. Like when Alice thinks she's gonna go down the little
elevator.
The elevator, yeah, she just takes a giant drop. That would have killed her too.
Yeah. And it was like the traps, with them, falling for all those traps, it's very cartoony. It's like a live action cartoon.
Exactly. Like what's
like the sound and then they get like the sound effects, which are more funnier, and it feels like a live action cartoon.
Exactly. Like plus like when she steps on the mat and she doesn't just completely fall through right away. Like when it goes, it's like a teeter-totter. Like
yeah.
When it hits that, it hits her head before she falls. Like
yeah. And sometimes like as a kid when I was watching on VHS, like I would like rewind it back and forth because the traps were hilarious and I wanted to see it again and again because it was just more, it just got more funnier every single time. You cannot
and then he steps on it, hits him,
boom.
And then, and then hey, where's the gun?
And then you get the scene after with the guy with the glue mega blocks going down down the stairs.
He's like, Alice, bro.
Yeah.
Or hell, everybody goes, I'm coming down.
Yeah. Go with the mousetrap. Boom. And you can't forget, you smacked my hoiky.
Like all that sewage from the toilet just comes down on him.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I just love that.
I love Home Alone 3.
Like seriously, like when he starts like hits the mousetrap, Uh,
I just love Home Alone 3. It's on my list of favorite childhood films. Like when I think of childhood films
oh wait a
from when I
second.
was a kid.
The guy that gets his gets his eye spray painted. Um,
Yeah, could have went
Spring
blind.
gets hit in the nuts with a boxing glove. Like,
Mhm.
opens it up, gets hit in the nuts, and then like, what was in his back pocket though? Like, was it was it like
It was the gun
firecrackers,
it
or
was
did
the
he land
gun
a shotgun?
he landed on the gun because after he landed, he heard like the gunshot. So he might have
I thought that was
like
like a
shot him.
firecracker or something. Though.
He might have shot himself. He might have shot himself in the ass, and then because
That was probably
he
like a
takes the
shotgun or
gun.
something.
Yeah,
It
he
sounded like
takes
a
the gun.
shotgun.
Yeah, he takes
Because,
the
dude,
gun
he
and
even had
throws
his
it.
gun out of his pocket. Like,
Yeah,
like you are dead, kid.
yeah, and then like he takes the gun.
Oh!
Yeah, like he takes the gun and then he throws it. So I'm like, all right, he landed on the gun. So
I know. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Home Alone 3 is just a hilarious film. It doesn't need the hate that it gets. When I think about films from my childhood that I rewatched, that I watched and watched all the time, I think of that. I think of Good Burger. I think of Toy Story, the film version of Leave It to Beaver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like those are the films that I think of, from my childhood. Easily. So.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, and then Home Alone 4, 5, 6, don't even care for them. There'll probably be 0 stars for me.
They're all terrible.
The only Home Alone films that matters are 1 to 3.
Yes. Yeah. Oh.
What else?
What else? Dude, seriously though, like he just, or how like when it goes, whoop. Ah. I was like, you guys really should not have your guns out. Like,
exactly. I had another franchise, Fantastic Four.
Oh God. The first one I like we're going from the Tim Story ones, and then yeah. First one I think is decent, like 3 out of 5 ish. The second one, not a big fan of. 2 out of 5. It's not great. And then Force Stick, holy hell.
I already know. 0 stars.
Well, I like the first 45 minutes of it. I think it's decent. Like I think it's decent in the first 45 minutes. Like a high 2 out of 5. But then once 1 year later comes in, it just gets even worse. Like it makes you forget how decent the first 45 minutes of it is.
The first one, it's 4-star film for me. It's good movie. It doesn't deserve the hate. Neither of the first 2 Fantastic Four films deserve the hate. I liked Owen Grufford as Reed Richards. Chris Evans, I thought was good casting.
Johnny Storm?
For Johnny Storm, yeah, I thought he made a pretty good Johnny Storm before Chris Evans was Captain America. Jessica Alba, really liked as Sue Storm. Ben Grimm, Michael Chiklis as the Thing. Pretty good performance from Michael Chiklis. I think the Thing character is the best character in the Fantastic Four.
All right.
Julian McMahon as Dr. Doom. I thought he was pretty good. But first film, I like. It doesn't deserve the hate that it gets. Rise of the Silver Surfer. I like the film, but yes, the Silver Surfer could have been portrayed a lot better. Galactus was terrible. Galactus is just a damn cloud. Can you believe
Yeah.
that? Galactus is not a cloud.
I know, right?
If I were to rank it, this would be a 3-star film.
Yeah.
Fantastic or shitastic 4, as I like to call it, 0 stars. Fuck that movie.
Shit-for-stick.
Yeah, shit-for-stick. Fuck that movie. An hour until we see their powers.
It's the point like when they get their powers that it starts to become a disaster.
Exactly. But I gotta admit,
But again, the first 45 minutes of it are pretty good. Like the first 45 minutes are pretty good.
I like Michael B. Jordan as Human Torch. I know a lot of people when that came out, they were like, "Oh, why is a black guy Johnny Storm?" I'm like, who cares?
You guys are racist.
I know. Michael B. Jordan was good as Human Torch. He was the only good thing about that film. Miles Teller, Kate Mara,
But the guy that played as Doctor Doom looked like he had a Comic-Con costume on.
Exactly. And Tim Blake Nelson, I don't know what the hell he was doing in this film.
Dude, it freaking looked like I said, it looked like Doctor Doom just was like, hey, I'm gonna go to Comic-Con. Hey, we actually need you in a Hollywood movie. He was like, oh crap.
And can you believe this? The director of this film directed Chronicle, a film that I love.
Which is phenomenal, but no, it wasn't technically his movie. It was meddled with the studio.
Yeah, I gotta blame Fox for that. Fuck Fox for doing that.
But hey, let's hope the new Fantastic Four film we're getting with the MCU is better.
I hope so. What else? Yeah, Chronicle. Like going back to Chronicle, that is a film that should have gotten a sequel, but we never got one.
Let's go to Candyman. This will be the last franchise we rank, and then we'll get out of here.
Never seen any of the Candyman, so take it from here.
Candyman, the original, great, but a little overrated.
And people said it's one of the scariest movies ever made.
Yeah. Candyman: Farewell to the Flesh. It's really bad. It's not good. It's not good at all. Candyman 3, though, that film was horrendous. But Candyman, the new one from 2021, produced by Jordan Peele, I love. I think that's the best out of all of them. I know, hot take, but I don't care. Oh wait, here's the last one next year to rank: the Spider-Man movies.
Here we go.
And yes, we were doing all of the Tobey Maguire ones, the Amazing Spider-Man films, the Holland films, and the Spider-Verse films.
All right, count the Spider-Verse.
Yep. The first film, amazing. That is my favorite of the Raimi films. And as I come to think about it, probably still my favorite Spider-Man movie. That's a 5-star film for me. Spider-Man 2, incredible, also 5 stars. Spider-Man 3, terrible. It sucks. I don't care what anyone says. 1.5 stars.
You're not gonna like what I say.
The Amazing Spider-Man is 2.5. It's The Amazing Spider-Man 2, that film sucks. That's a 1.5 for me. Spider-Man Homecoming, I'm going to go 4 stars. I really enjoyed that. Spider-Man Far From Home, I think is better. 4.5 stars. Spider-Man No Way Home is incredible. That's a 5-star one. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, fantastic. 5-star film. And Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, great film. Also a little overrated. I think it's a little overrated. But I'm gonna give that one 4.5 stars. But it's a fantastic film, but I still think it's a little overrated. People are like, "Oh my god, greatest animated film of all time!" I'm like,
no, not even close.
That's like what most of the population says. Like it's the greatest animated film of all time, and I'm like, better than Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? No, thank you. Because at least Puss in Boots: The Last Wish felt like a complete story.
I've never seen any of the Puss in Boots films, so.
Not even the Shrek movies?
I seen the first two, which is the only films that matter.
But I do. You need to watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish at least. It's fantastic. I think it's even the best one of the entire like Shrek franchise. I think it's the best one. All right, let's go to your Spider-Man stuff.
First one, good film, easily five out of 5 stars. Tobey Maguire, really good as Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Kirsten Dunst, good as Mary Jane. James Franco as Harry Osborn. Absolutely good performance from him. I really enjoy Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin. Thought he portrayed a good Green Goblin film. Cliff Robertson, may he rest in peace. He was great as Uncle Ben. Also, Rosemary Harris as Aunt May, very enjoyable. J.K. Simmons in these films as J. Jonah Jameson, classic, good character.
Gotta love J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, gotta love him. Parker!
You serious?
All
right, continue.
So yeah, Spider-Man, the first film, 5 stars. Spider-Man 2, also 5 stars, the best film in the Sam Raimi trilogy. Really enjoy Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. The whole train sequence is the best scene in the entire film. And, I just really enjoy it. Spider-Man 3 is a guilty pleasure for me. I enjoyed the film. Yes, it does have its problems. Yes, Venom didn't need to be in the film. He was only put there because Sony wanted Sam Raimi to put him in there. And even Sam Raimi didn't like Venom. He was not a fan of the Venom character.
Right.
But he did Venom in a shitty way just to throw it in the studio's face. And Venom gets killed. He's not in the film a whole lot. He's in the film for 10 minutes at least. Yep. I really do like the black suit, the symbiote, the black suit Spider-Man. I thought that was pretty cool. I really enjoy Thomas Hayden Church as the Sandman. I thought his story was, very sad, because, he escaped from jail and he goes to see his daughter. His wife doesn't want him to be there. And then he's, running from the police, goes into this vat of sand and, becomes a Sandman.
Right.
Gwen Stacy did not need to be in the film. She did not need. I didn't like that they made her, fall for Spider-Man and she ended up kissing her. Mary Jane, Kirsten Dunst in this film, she's kind of a bitch in this film to Peter Parker.
Let's try to keep this a little bit more brief.
Yeah, but I could go on and on about Spider-Man 3. To me, it's a 4.5 star film.
Continue.
Amazing Spider-Man. I saw that in the theater. That is a 4.5 star film for me. I like the look of the lizard, even though he probably looks like a Goomba, as what people are saying.
He does look like a Goomba.
Yeah, but I like the Amazing Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield, I thought he did a pretty good job. Emma Stone, very good as Gwen Stacy. So, yeah, Amazing Spider-Man, 4.5 star film. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a guilty pleasure. I enjoyed that film. Jamie Foxx as Electro stood out. Stood out for that film. I really liked how the way that Electro looked. Also, Green Goblin, Dane DeHaan. He was, in my opinion. Willem Dafoe was a lot better. To be honest, Dane DeHaan looked like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead a little bit. in his role as Green Goblin.
Ugh.
Yeah. Paul Giamatti did not need to be in the film as Rhino. Every time when Paul Giamatti was on screen, me and my friend in the theater we were just laughing at Paul Giamatti because of how comical the Rhino was. I am Rhino. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So Amazing Spider-Man 2, like I said, guilty pleasure. Spider-Man Homecoming, I really like. Of course, Tom Holland made a very good Peter Parker. Spider-Man. I like the chemistry between him and Zendaya as Mary Jane. Michael Keaton as the Vulture. I thought that was a pretty good choice for him to play Vulture. Marissa Tomei. I know a lot of people say she's too young to play Aunt May, but I thought she did a good job. So I like Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Far From Home is my favorite. Well, it's my favorite of the two sequels. I like that Jake Gyllenhaal was perfectly cast as Mysterio. I just really enjoy the Mysterio character, and I like Jacob Batalon as Peter Parker's friend Ned. I thought he's the standout of these films. Just a very likable character. Spider-Man Far From Home. It's a 4-star film. Did I forget to rank Spider-Man Homecoming?
I don't think you gave it a star rating.
All right, Spider-Man Homecoming is 4-star film.
All right.
Spider-Man No Way Home is easily my favorite of the films. Just absolutely good film. You have, Andrew Garfield coming back, Tobey Maguire coming back, and it was just amazing. That whole theater experience when I saw that film was absolutely great. Electro, Jamie Foxx ended up returning. The Lizard, the guy who played the Lizard returned. Alfred Molina returned as Doc Ock. Thomas Hayden Church returned as the Sandman. It was an awesome film. It's a 5 out of 5. It's a 5-star film.
They're great. It's a great film.
Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse films. The first one, Into the Spider-Verse. Great film. Really enjoyed the animation to it. I like the way how Miles Morales was portrayed. Oscar Isaac was good as one of the Spider-Mans. You got Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man Noir, which they are doing a series to, which I cannot wait for that. Yeah, just overall Into the Spider-Verse, very good movie. 5-star film. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, I really enjoy. I think that is a 5-star film as well, by the animation, the story. Yes, I don't enjoy the Spot in the film. I think the Spot is a very lame villain. Because oh, here I am. Oh, try to hit me, Spider-Man. Oh, yeah, I'm over here.
Yeah, I get that.
Such a lame villain the Spot is. But aside from the Spot stuff, it's a 5-star film.
The Spot wasn't really my issue with the movie.
That was one of my biggest issues.
It's just not a complete story.
Yeah, because it's gonna lead. It said to be continued at the end, so it left it off for a sequel.
Yeah,
it's a.
I would have preferred it to actually be a complete story.
Yeah, it's very incomplete story though, but still, it's still a 5-star film for me. Aside from the incomplete story at the end and my issues with the Spot.
All right. But I think tonight, I think we're going to call it for tonight. It's getting late. I have work in the morning.
I got work tomorrow too.
All right. So
Thank you for having me on
Thank
the
you much
stream.
for joining, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Later, guys.